Hello. Today I've decided to complete some sobriety challenge by green tea. And I want to finish this green tea as fast as possible. So I'm basically going to make a bunch. So first we gotta get all this water because I'm gonna be making more than one green tea. We're gonna wanna make just it would seem it's a little bit dirty, but I think it's just dust or minerals. And the inside is not dirty at all. So we're gonna fill this quite enough because we're gonna be making one glass at a time, and I'm gonna have enough for the whole week or the next couple days, depending on how quickly I drink them. No, green tea is not that high in caffeine, so it's not gonna hurt too much. And I will probably be able to sleep, which is the main thing with caffeine. It keeps you up. We're going to use a cup that we're going to fill a bunch of times with different pouches. So let's take out the first pouch. Let's take them all out and do them one at a time and find a big jar. And we might need more than one of these to have them all in at least enough water so they don't get too diluted. Because it's gonna be stored, it's gonna be probably some iced green tea, so I'm gonna add some lemon and basically have them all tasty enough to kind of down as fast as possible, just so we can have that many left. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I could do this in one day or two. Maybe just all today. The one that's in the cup, so 8. So I don't know how many milligrams that is. If they're each about 58, so that's 400. So that's pretty much a daily recommended, which is fine. Like, if you pass this, it's bad. So we're still within the range. So the first green tea is being poured. I think the challenge is just the fact that there's just so much liquid. Hold up, somebody's Never mind, false alarm. Okay, so let's pour the first one. That did not go well, but at least I got the pouch inside, which is cool because I'm gonna be able to keep it in there just for a little bit and then remove it, maybe with chopsticks or something. And I made a mess, which is great. So I have to clean this. I don't usually do this, but I also don't usually vlog. So I basically have both challenges at once, and it allows me to clean this counter, which is not dirty, like butter or crumbs or something, like just normal things that are so tough to remove. Like, for example, here, this flour, somebody baked something. I think it was my brother who baked some cookies or something. Actually, I think they're buns. They're like mini breakfast buns, you know, like those hard buns that are not English muffins. They're like the other ones, the crumpets or whatever they're called. I think you're supposed to cut them in half, put some eggs in, like some cooked eggs or meats. But that's gross, talking about what's gross. Okay, so let's make another one. Remove the green tea here. From my experience, this doesn't last very long. You just kind of put it in, and then 2 minutes, it's over into the compost. Let's go back. So we have pretty much, I think we're gonna need 2 of these. So let's get another one. Let's see if we can find another big one, maybe in the back. Oh, this is great. I love these mason jars. They're so big. Plus, they seal really well with these sealers that I'm going to get. And assuming this is the right one, which it isn't, I might have to use plastic. I never know where the tops of these are. One sec, let me go. I found two relatively nice looking jaws and two relatively nice looking jaw tops. So before this water gets too cold, we're going to make another one using the same cup from before. And hopefully we won't have to use this chopstick. Okay, up. I'm really good at basketball. Filling this up. Okay, just enough. Now we're gonna wait. You can see I have wetted this one accidentally by pouring the other one. So I'm gonna make sure to use this one in the next one that I make. And by ones, I mean green tea. So the problem with when you have pouches on the counter and you put water, you just work with water, right? Either you're making something or you're pouring water somewhere, and what if you drop it? What if you splash some water? Well, if it gets on the green tea pouch, then the green tea pouch gets wet, right? Because water is wet. While we wait for this one, we're going to get the lime that we have. And we might have, sorry, this is lemon, and then we're also gonna get some lime. So the lime is in this drawer usually. Oh, there's a bunch under here. Since we're gonna make like a lot. I can't even grab. That's 4. That's okay, right? For 8 for 4, so 1 every 2. So we're going to be using lime and lemon. We don't need too many limes. We can just have half lemon, half lime, just like a 7-Up. But in this case, since it's green tea, call it a 7-Up green tea. Okay, so this has been about 2 minutes, I think. We could even taste test this one. Maybe not. Okay, taste test it. Oh, that was actually gross. So we're gonna put that back. I think it was too wet. So while we wait, let's make the lime wedges that we're gonna use for our lime juice. Store this lime juice into this little glass, and then we're gonna pour them in not too many. So maybe we're gonna have 2 of them so we can have the equal amount. So we got these 2 things, aka glasses. I like these glasses because they look like they're made of glass, because they are, but the glass has remained the same color. All right, so I'm steadying the phone camera to look at the limes while I cut them, and you may be able to see the green tea in the back that we're making as well. Okay. All right, so we're gonna grab a knife. Start cutting this lime. I do this quick. So that's one. Let's put it in here. And then the last one. Okay, so we're getting started on our lime juice. Let's give this green tea another taste test. So the last, it was kind of gross. Maybe green tea is just gross. Let's see. So it tastes like nothing, but at least it tastes a little bit less like nothing than the last one. So we're basically going to have like a 2-minute for each of them. Okay, time to pour the second green tea without spilling. Ah! Cool, so let's do this quickly. We're gonna take the wet green tea Throw it in there, and the water's still warm. Probably hot enough too. I can always remake it. And we're going to wait by making more limes. Another thing I like to do is with the lime wedges, just to eat them. And I try to eat all of them because there's not much in here anymore since we squeezed the rest. I'm doing this quick. But unfortunately, if you do this with all the limes, you end up eating so many lime wedges. Alright, time to throw them out. Then you kind of get tired of the limes. A taste of lime, which can be quite acid or strong or whatever. So let's add the lemon juice. There's not much left. I don't think there's any more in the fridge, but it's fine. Let me just put it all in one, in each. I'm gonna put half in each. Okay, but after cutting another lime. So okay, this is what I just said. We're gonna do it. So another lime in here, and then we're gonna just throw each one lemon squirt equally in both glasses. Okay, squirt, and then 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 squirt. Keeping an eye on the green tea too. All right, here I'm gonna eat them quickly. This is necessary. Otherwise we waste precious lime. Okay, so now for the lemon juice. This is like, each of these components are kind of gross, but together they might be fine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, cool. So that's 5 total. It's gonna make a little bit of a difference. Here, put some maple syrup. Ugh! That's the problem with maple syrup. It's always tough to open because it's maple syrup. I'm going to put a little bit here up. And since we're in Canada, the maple syrup is fire. Okay. Okay, time to check on the green tea. It's been about 2 minutes. Like we said, we're going to take about 2 minutes every time. Oh, this is boiling water, but I obviously don't feel any pain from heat. So it's gonna be fine, and I'm gonna try. Okay, so it's starting to taste like something. Should we put, are we already at half? We're at 1, 2, 3, no, we're not at half. One more pouch and we're at half. So we're still gonna use this. Oh. Prepare the next pouch. We're out of water. So I'm gonna go fill this up real quick. Actually, all the way to the top. Because we're gonna need another mason jar to be full. The fun part about this is that we're gonna fill each of these mason jars and then we're just gonna get through them, which is the fun part. Okay, so while we wait for that green tea to get ready, we're almost halfway done. I'm gonna cut some more. Sorry, I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna cut some more limes. and fill these little glasses. And we're going to try to make the water really, really hot so that when we have the water in the green tea pouch, reverse, we're going to be able to basically have it get ready quicker than if the water was warm. I don't even want to eat these because I already have a stomachache from lime juice, which I never do because I don't eat more than 2 limes at a time. So I feel like one more lime of this and I would just not make it through. So let's have the last one cut. Pay attention to the lime itself, so to minimize danger with the knife. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, so you can hear the water being very much boiling, so we're gonna have to go check on it. And there's a truck outside. They're dealing with some water. It shouldn't be where it's supposed to be. It's all over the street as opposed to within the house or the pipes or wherever the heck the water's supposed to be. Okay, so speaking of water, this water is definitely boiling. So we're gonna fill up this one that we were doing. And let's say to speed up everything, we're going to have maybe a few more glasses. Because I just realized that all I have to do is get more glasses and then I can make more green tea at once. So I'm gonna get 3 more, aka 2, to make 4 in total since we only have 4 more pouches. And then one of them are gonna get done very soon. All right, so now I'm cleaning the work area with this product. Is somehow white, but invisible to the naked eye. Maybe it's always been that. Maybe I didn't put any product since it's blue. Yep, I didn't put any product. I don't know what I was doing. I was just smidging it all around without a care in the world. So boom, boom. So this is lemon, lime, and then maple syrup with all the limes. So there's not that many. We didn't make that many limes. This is just 2 limes, some lemon juice, and some maple syrup in each. Okay, so let's see what's over here. We got the first mason jar that's almost full, and the second jar that's about to get started. Over here we got the green tea pouch. Then this one in there, without spilling, please. Okay. Okay, so that's the first one. So let's, before the water gets too cold, we're just gonna make the 4 other pouches. 1, 2, 3, 4, more like 5. And then we're going to have the water poured real quick. 1. See, there's not even gonna be that much, so I'm gonna put a little bit and then we're gonna make more water. Okay, making more water quick. So it's cool here, there's no water in it, and the water is cold, but it is smoking because the actual thing that I'm holding here is like very hot. It's low-key boiling temperature. aka 100 degrees Celsius. So you have the water and the boil, so it gets hotter quicker. And here you can see everything smoking too. How romantic. And we're gonna close both that and this after putting this, which is what's gonna complete the first one, and then the second we're gonna make real. So obviously, just like everything in life, the first time you do it, it's very easy, but longer, and then the second time you do it, you feel better at it, but it takes you way less time. So let's pour this in without spilling, please. That's that for that. And then the next one I'll just put it before because I'm already holding it. Pouring it in so you can have the maple syrup at the end here just dripping. Woo. And then for the last ingredient for the mason jar, green tea, lemon, lime, maple syrup extravaganza that we're making, we're going to have some ice and then just put it in there. And then close it, as mentioned earlier. And that's it for that, so let's put this in the fridge. Try not to drop it, even though it's a huge jar. Okay, so let's put this one in here. And then the water should be ready, at least ready enough to be able to pour in the completely full glasses. And I'm more happy that they all fit in here, which I thought they couldn't. So obviously in another video I had drunk way more limes than this, or lemons, and it was very good, but it was very challenging. I had to go. But this is the easy mode. This is the easy mode. This is just green tea. This is just green tea. And ice. Okay. Boom. Put the ice in. Putting the ice in. So there's no real point in putting ice in if you're gonna put something in the fridge, right? But I do this just because it's cool. And also, when you put the green tea inside the mason jar, the ice is going to melt dramatically. So let's watch it. It's kind of gross. Let's not do that again. Oh, look, another one. Whoop. And then this one. This one. Okay, so let's pour all four of them in the mason jar. So there's always like some foam, some air foam, aka clouds, and then obviously the smoke. So for some reason this one's not gonna fit, but it's okay, since we can always drink this. I can't drink this, it's too gross. Doesn't this look appetizing? I've always liked green tea, not just for the taste, but for the feeling. It's kind of mellow. But to drink it like this is not that appetizing. Ugh. It tastes like nothing, but good thing it's early. What time is it? 11:04. So we have all day, basically, to recover from this. Ugh. Okay, let's put this in the fridge. If I can fit it in here. Oh. Great. The drink is done anyway. A few sips left. Okay, so we have both done. And the plan of completing this is complete. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit and then check back in. Okay, so I realized that it's gonna take me a little bit of time to be able to get these. I think it's gonna be about 2 liters down of green tea. So I usually drink about one of these every morning, 1.25 to 1.5 liters. And basically that's about half of what you can drink in one day. I think you should drink about 3 liters, which is what I could do with like juice and stuff. But today I'm only at 1.25 liters with a little bit of juice. So I think that putting down 2 more liters is going to be within the range. But obviously, we're going to need something. Not that. Because it's not only just water, it's not only tea, which has theine, it's also caffeine, which is a diuretic, which makes you go. So I'm gonna go fast soon, and then later I'll be able to go again, and then never go again until the end of time, obviously, since I will have done enough for basically to be a human, because I usually am not that quick to judge myself in that respect, right? Because who even goes to the bathroom? So this is super not embarrassing because somebody made a video called Sitting on a Toilet, and it went viral. So basically we can all just sit on a toilet and, try not to go viral like what I'm doing. So I'm gonna save you the details of the sounds, but I'll check in with you right after it happens. Cool, so that was fun. I definitely washed my hands after that. Okay, so going to wait a little bit. Let's check on the green tea actually, and then wait a little bit that it's cold enough. Maybe have some while it's a little bit warm. Because, green tea can be drunk warm, cold, but also room temperature. It's all good. It's all good in the family. Okay, so this is room temperature, so we can get started. Let's get started on this one. And I'm trying to finish these 2 before 2 so that I can sleep tonight. Otherwise, I will not sleep tonight. So as a bonus, we have these 2 little pills, which are some vitamin, and then we have the other one, which is something else. I think it's like an herb or something. And forgive the table, it has been used way too many times. Okay, so I'm gonna put the phone down and then get started on the first swig. Okay, so we have the picture, the drink, which doesn't look appetizing, but I know it's going to be very good since we have the maple syrup and lime and lemon and the green tea, which is all flavors that go really, really well together. We have the green tea and the maple syrup, which are both natural flavors. The lemon and lime are also natural flavors. So it's 4 natural flavors. Some are sweet, right? Some bitter, right? So sweet is maple syrup, bitter. You got the green tea, and then you got the sour, 2 different types of sour, which is the lemon and the lime. That's the idea. Okay, so let's take this first pill and the first swig. Perfect. So it's room temperature. So there's not the icy taste and there's not the too hot taste, the heat that's like overwhelming your mouth while you drink it. And then you got the 4 flavors perfect amount of each to make something that tastes like absolutely nothing. Even less than water. So water tastes like water. It doesn't have no taste, it tastes like water, right? It tastes like the minerals. And since it's so clear and everything, our mouth gets very in tune with the flavor. It's, what is this flavor? It's not nothing, it's just very subtle. So you end up tasting the minerals that's in the water and whatever else is in the water, the oxygen and stuff like that. But this, obviously there is water in here, which goes with everything else. And water is a base, so when you mix it with green tea and these acids, right? So you have that base and the acid that match perfectly in the middle. So this is why this is magic, which is why I'm gonna grab this other pill and continue drinking. Yeah, this one's the vitamin, the multivitamin. Has a bunch of cool stuff in it. Alright, so this taste had a little bit more of the lime, lemon, yeah, and then a little bit of aftertaste, a little bit of the, you know when you bite into a lemon, but like you didn't peel it or cut it, you just like bite like the skin? There's a little bit of that, which is normal, obviously, with this, but you know what that means? It means that we have to drink a lot of it, because that taste cannot remain. Okay. And it's literally impossible to not drink this properly, because every time that you do, you have all the flavors kind of meshing together and they go one after the next in your mouth. So you basically have all this stuff that keeps your taste buds satisfied in so many different ways. Okay. I had to mix in because you see he's got a little lime and lemon everywhere, so you have to drink it really quick. So for a second there, I forgot there was even any drug substance in here. In this case, the drug is thein and caffeine, just a little bit. But as soon as I thought of it, I felt sick. So obviously, if you tell your body you're gonna drink this much caffeine, it's over. You're never going to do it. It's dangerous, right? So you have like a reflex of going, ugh, I can't drink it. However, since we calculated, this is not that much. So the trick here is to really drink it like a lemonade, because it's mostly lemonade with a little bit of green tea, and not think about the actual active compounds in here. That's the only way. Otherwise, you're gonna. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna finish this. It's not too much. Just like one glass. I was wrong. There's just a little bit more left. So like I said, I think the problem here is not going to be the actual drink, the taste. It's going to be the amount of liquid. It's going to be a lot. So I know that the stomach can have as much as 8 liters of liquid to fill it up. So this is not going to fill it up, but it is going to, I am going to feel it, right? It's going to be there. And obviously, as soon as you fill your stomach to, let's say, like a quarter or half or 3/4, it sends a signal to your brain saying you should kind of slow down, right? So even if it's not full, the stomach doesn't like being filled, right? So this is why, all these people that have eating disorders, they either like eating too much food or not enough food because it plays with the reward system of your stomach and your brain, telling yourself that you can get past these natural reflexes of stopping to eat or eat more. Once you get past it, you get a reward that sounds like success because you're like getting over yourself or making an improvement mentally, right? You feel like you're passing a wall in some sort, which is every time you do that you feel good, but it's fake. It's not real. It's not like a positive thing. The feeling itself is positive, but the consequences are worse. So that's why it becomes a disorder, because there's two systems that are kind of fighting each other. One system that's rewarding you, the other system that's warning you to stop. So you have the reward for the warning to stop, and then you get addicted to kind of being told to stop by yourself. So let's finish this. So another thing is the lemon and the lime are tough to eat. You never want to have too much lime juice at once. All right. So that's that. Hopefully the next one is gonna be a bit colder. This was just room temperature. And I'll check back in. So after this little bit. Okay, so I'm back from the store to get a little bit of protein and protein bar, because otherwise it's too much liquid, not enough solid. Plus, I made sure to prepare my body mentally and physically. Prepare my body for the second one. Okay, so it's a little bit colder. Not completely cold, but it's okay because you don't want it to be completely ice cold. So let me bring this downstairs. Okay, so this one I'm going to drink a little bit more slowly. Not that it matters too much how fast I drink this, but the point is to finish it. And then I'm just gonna vibe it out. And I'll have the experience of this much green tea in one day. And also drinking this, that it's not too bad. It's not too bad tasting, right? Ugh. Okay. So this one tastes like the other one. The recipe was pretty much exactly the same. There's a little bit more water in this. So that's the difference. But otherwise, we have still the lemon in it and the lime, which gives it a little bit of pulp. So it's interesting, the top is a little bit colder, is a little bit warmer than the bottom. So obviously heat rises. So the heat, I guess, was really rose within the solution, I guess you can call it. And then you have, it's gonna get colder and colder. So that's another thing that's interesting about this recipe. You put it in the fridge and then you let it cool off slowly. So only about 3/4 of a way. It's cold and then it's a little bit warmer. So this should get colder and colder as we get more of the lemon. So it's really gonna end up like a lemonade. So let's get through at least the green tea part. So I don't know if you noticed, but I did have a mental fart, let's say, where you had the caffeine is kind of getting to me. So as you get closer to the 400 milligrams, I'm probably at about 500 right now, 400, 500. And then you basically have the feeling that's kind of messing up your motor skills. It's messing up your speech as well. And then in this case, I'm starting to feel some anxiety, right? Not crazy, and I also went for a walk and stuff, and but it is still affecting me, which is real, right? So obviously I feel normal. I don't feel any different, maybe just a little bit more energetic or more low key, on the low down chill vibes, from the tea. But nothing like major, right? So as you continue this, it's obviously gonna get worse, but also better, right? Because this is healthy for you. It has antioxidants and stuff like that. Okay, so we have maybe about 2 more gulps. Take a little break. Okay, first break over. About 2 gulps left. Make sure to mix. Ugh, I can't even swallow. It's getting heavy, but it is colder, and it does have more lemon and lime taste at the end. So this is very much like a lemonade with a little bit of green tea, but it's cold, which is good. Ah! Okay, a little bit left. And I'm like shaking. I don't know if it's because of like I was tired, or because of the tea, or because I don't know, I had a drink a few days ago, but this is probably all together. Obviously, I was up early too, so could be for a bunch of reasons, and obviously I'm hoping that this helps, makes me feel better, as opposed to making it worse, which I think it will. Once I'm done this stress of just drinking so much liquid, be able to chill, calm down, let the tea do its thing, and just have a good day, and then whatever happens. I guess I'll sleep later. I don't know. I hope so. All right, that's it. So my plan now is just check in with you guys, just a time as I recover / rest, and if there's nothing to report, I will do just that. So this is how I'm gonna be chilling. 1 foot straight, the other one up like this. My arm on one of my legs. No way to go more on the left. If I put it on the right, it's kind of uncomfortable on my shoulder, so that it's gonna be like this, like driving a car. And then I'll be staring either straight or to the right, to the left. And yeah, if anything comes up, I'll check back in. All right, guys, so it's been going well. I'm going to shut it here because I think I'm just gonna coast. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I feel great. I'm just gonna feel better and better, and then go to sleep. Hopefully it crashes properly. Ooh, my grandmother's here. Non, il est parti au gym. De rien. So that's really it for today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you to either drink more green tea or never drink green tea again. I'm definitely going to take a break. This was really the end of my green tea journey for a while. Like I said, I've always drunk green tea. It was good, and I stopped, dabbled in other things like coffee and, like pre-workout, stuff like that. But I wanted to make this video just to remind myself that, I've always liked green tea. I always had a good time with green tea. And it gives me a feeling that is like none other. I like the mix of tea and green tea and caffeine. But obviously, good things have to come to an end. And I think this was a great way to celebrate that. And I hope you enjoyed it. So let me know your thoughts about anything regarding this, and I'll be happy to hear it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.